Hey guys, it's Tiara. I'm back with another video. First, I want to say thank you for all the subscriptions and the likes on my first video. Thank you to everyone who watched it. Before we get started with this next video, make sure if you're new to the channel, you like the video if you like it, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button to be notified whenever I post a new video. So, today's video, I'm going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day inspired look using the Just My Luck palette from Colourpop. So I recently just bought their Dream Big collection, which has some of their monochromatic colored palettes. It's such a beautiful collection and I've been wanting to play with it for a while, so I'm super excited to work on this palette with you guys. So to see how I got this look, continue watching, but before we start, make sure you hit like and subscribe and that bell button. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay. Alright guys, so first I'm going to take my Illamasqua face primer, the gel, and I did talk about this in my last video, so I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm just going to scoop a little bit on my hand and rub it all over my face, paying attention to all of my drier areas, making sure those are covered and moisturized. So I'm just going to rub that all over my face. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics brow palette in the color Dark. I'm going to first brush up my brow hairs to make sure they're all aligned in the right position. And then I'm going to take my angle brush and use that gel to line my brows. Now, when I do my eyebrows, I don't fill in too much. I just like to use that gel to follow the shape of my brow and make sure it's nice and precise. I do have thick brows as it is, so I don't need to put too much on there and make them too dark. I like that natural look. So I use that angle brush to follow the shape of my brow, and I follow the hair directions as well when I'm filling in the parts of where the hair is, just to make sure it all looks nice and natural. So I'm going to go ahead, once this side's done, go in on the other side and do the same exact thing, following that shape and filling in the hair in the same direction as where it grows. Next, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer in the color Fair. I'm going to go through and conceal my brows. First, I'm going to swatch that color for you on my hand so you can see what it looks like. It's a lighter, fairer color. So I'm going to take that concealer, and in my last video, I did talk about how I don't really conceal my brows. I like that more natural look, but this video I am going for a full beat, so I'm going to attempt to conceal my brows. I'm going to take that concealer and just line the bottom of the brow line, following it slowly, trying not to mess up. So I'm going to follow that through nice and slow, making it nice and pristine and precise. And once that's done, I'm going to take that brush and just blend it into my lid and then outline the top and side of the brow as well. All right, then I'm going to take my Glossier Stretch Concealer in the color G8 and just pat that on the top of my lid to prime these lids before we put that shadow on. Now this is the palette we're going to be using. Look at those colors, guys. Oh my God, so beautiful. So we're going to start off using the color Kiss My Hass. Now I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to put it on the upper layer of my eyelid. I want a nice base of that green. I'm not going to put too much. Now this pigment is a little more, what's the word? There's a little more debris when you brush it, so a lot more is going to come off when you swatch it on the brush. So just make sure you tap it off before you put it on your face, because it will fall off and get all over your face. So yeah, I'm going to take that color and lightly blend it into the upper part of my lid, making a nice base of that green. I don't want to put too much. Like if it's not dark enough for you, you can definitely build it up, but I want a nice lighter layer because we are going to build more of those greens onto the lid, but I just need a nice base. All right, next we're going to take the color Act Natural and we're going to blend that color into the corner of your eye. I'm not going to put too much, just enough to deepen that color. And I'm just going to follow my crease and stay in the corner as well, blending that in. All right, So next after that, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer again, and I'm going to use the concealer to put it onto my lid to add a nice base for the next color we're going to use. Now, this part is always hard for me. I always like to go slow and just slowly brush that concealer on, dragging it down to get that nice shape of my lid. All right, next we're gonna take the color Big Banks. It's a nice shimmery deep green. I'm gonna put that right on my lid, just patting it on there. Now you could wet the brush to get a nice pigmented green, but I'm just going to build it up. It works the same way. I don't want too much because I am going to put another color on top of this green. So I'm just going to dab slowly onto the top of my lid, just blending that in there, and you get this nice emerald green on your lid. Look at that, guys. That is gorgeous. Oh my God. Now, this is my first time using green on my eyes, and I gotta say, I do love it. All right, next we're gonna take the deeper green and that brown color, the color Mobamba and Charmed, and we're going to lightly put that into the crease of our eye. Now, this is just to deepen it again one more time, but I don't want too much because I don't want to take away from that green, but I just want a nice little breakage between the two colors. All right, so next I'm going to take the color Mary Jane. It's that lighter lime green in the middle of the palette, that shimmery color. We're going to take our small pointy brush and use that to work it into the corners of our eyes, into our lid. Now, the blending color of that emerald green and this lime green is so gorgeous, guys. Look at that. So I'm just going to work that in on both sides. And once I get that corner done, then I'm going to take my finger and use it to dab that same color onto my lid. All right, and then after that, I'm going to take that same brush and use the same color and blend it onto the bottom lash line as well. Next, I'm going to take my brown eyeliner pencil and use that to line my waterline of my bottom lid. Now, I chose brown because I think brown makes brown eyes pop, and brown and green together is also a great combination. So I'm going to go ahead and line that waterline just to add a nice subtle pop to my eye. Next, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics Black Liquid Eyeliner. I'm going to use this eyeliner to create a nice fierce wing look for my eye. I think green is a nice bold color and it's fierce, so I said why not just have a fierce liner as well. Now usually I do a nice subtle winged look, but this is the first time I'm doing a nice sharp wing on my eye. So I'm going to go very slowly, starting at the corner of my eye and working my way up, doing a nice fierce line and then working that into my eye. Now, this is sped up for the video, but I am going very slowly so I can get that nice and precise look. And I'm going to work it into the inner corner of my eye as well. I'm going to go back one more time over that wing to make sure it's nice and black and bold for this green color. Now, one more time on my other eye, you can see that nice sharp line that goes up from the inner corner. Next, I'm going to take that Maybelline Colossal Cat Eye Mascara, and I'm going to lightly go over my eyelashes and then also my bottom lash line as well to make that pop before I put on my actual lashes. After that, I'm going to take my Power Up Setting Spray by In Beauty and spray that over my face to cause some moisture and also to set that eye. All right, then I'm going to take my Glossier Skin Tint in the color G8 and my Fenty Beauty Profilter Foundation in the color 280. And I'm going to blend both of those colors together to get a nice moisturized foundation look. I'm going to create some tiger stripes on my face just to blend out those colors. I see other people do cool designs on their face before they blend their foundation in, so I thought, why not try it for this time? I'm going to take my MAC foundation brush and use that to blend the colors together over my face. All right, next I'm going to take my beauty blender. I sprayed a little bit of my setting spray to moisten that blender, and I'm going to go through over my face, covering all of those streak marks that the brush may have caused, just blending it in to the creases that I couldn't get with the brush and making sure it's all covered. Next, I'm going to take my stretch concealer again and put that under my eye to add some extra moisture. I'm going to take that beauty blender again and just blend that into my under eye. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer again and do the same exact thing to brighten up the bottom of my eye. All right, then I'm going to go through with my Lilly lashes in the style Paris and add that to my eyes to add a nice bold lash look. Now in my last video, I did say I was going to have lashes. These are my old lashes. Because of this coronavirus, I was not able to go out and get some new ones. So I'm just going to use the same ones. Then I'm going to go through with my Lovecraft Beauty bronzer palette and use the colors Saniva and Aditya. And I'm going to use that to bronze and contour my face. Then I'm going to take my Tarteist Pro Glow palette to highlight my face using the two colors Headliner and A-Lister in the middle and adding that to my cheekbones, my nose, and my brow line as well. All right, then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter in the color Heartburn and add that as my blush, just a little bit on my cheeks and my nose to add a little bit of a glow. Next, I'm going to do my lips. First, I'm going to take some chapstick and moisturize those lips because you know a girl needs to moisturize her lips. And then I'm going to take my MAC Cosmetics Satin Lip in the color Photo. And I'm going to add a nice subtle lip using this color. I'm going to start off lining my lips lightly with the color to add a nice boundary of where I want to go. And I want it to be a nice subtle lip. I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm going to layer it slowly, little by little, building up the color and stopping where I think it's okay. And I think where we are right there is a good amount. And there you have it, guys. Here is my St. Patrick's Day inspired look using the Colourpop Cosmetics Just My Look palette. If you do like this video, please remember to like and then go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Let me know what you think. I'm really proud of this look and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys.